So the past couple of days have been really challenging for me, and I want to share that with you because I think it's really important that we normalize challenges, that we normalize emotional pain, that we normalize things like depression, because there is this misconception that a lot of people have that to be spiritual or to be a teacher means that you have to be positive and love and light all of the time. But that is just not the case. You don't become more conscious and aware and self actualized by resisting everything that naturally arises within your body and suppressing it just to be positive all of the time. You become more conscious, aware, and self actualize by embracing every single part of you with love, with acceptance, bringing it into your heart, knowing that you are actually none of it. It's just energy. Everything is just energy, and to resist anything is to resist a part of yourself becoming self actualized. That pain that you resist, that grief that you don't want to feel, that those tears that you don't want to cry out, those are not just negative emotions, those are parts of you, aspects of you that split off because it was traumatized, fragmented because it went through a really traumatic experience, and it never came back, got the opportunity to come back into wholeness because the emotion was never given the safety and the space and the opportunity to express itself. It's more than just feeling an emotion, it's your body and your nervous system harmonizing and rewiring itself and taking care of itself. And so, spiritual teachers that you see that really walk their talk, that are really embodied, that you feel their presence, their light, they didn't become that by being positive all of the time and resisting all of these parts of themselves. They became that embodied light that you admire, that peace, that love that they radiate. They became that because they were really courageous to face themselves, to face their inner demons, to face everything that the rest of the world taught you to judge, to shame. They embraced it all and they became alchemists. They learned how to take the negative and transform it through feeling, through bringing it into their heart, through accepting. And they alchemize it, they transform it. And the more they do that, the more they're able to hold, the more energy, and the more they expand their capacity to hold energy. And so and their aura begins to stretch and expand. And that's how when people look at them, when at spiritual teachers, they feel inspired. But they didn't, the amount of pain that they probably went through to become that person that you look up to and inspire now, there's probably a lot. And so this is what I felt inspired to share with you today. I think it's really so important to understand this, and I feel there's a lot of maturity that needs to be introduced into the spiritual community because there's a lot of misconceptions that are still being played out, and it's keeping people in a really disempowered state. And To me, it's all about maturity. It's about embodiment, it's about depth, it's about being all of it and becoming magical within that chaos, becoming the divinity, the light, the Christ, the Buddha, the Shiva, the everything, the all that is amidst all of that chaos. That is self actualization, and that is, to me, from my perspective, what it means to walk a spiritual path. And so, yeah, don't don't think that people are crazy. Don't judge them when they're going through darkness and they're isolating and learning how to be in their own energy. This is the path. The spiritual path can isolate you sometimes, and that isolation is for a reason. It's for you to get acquainted with yourself, for you to come back home, to face off with all of these parts of yourself that this world made us judge and shove aside in a corner. And so the whole thing is about integrating and bringing all of these aspects of ourselves back into wholeness, back into one.